Echoes of the mind. In the small town of Hollow Creek, whispers floated through the air like the leaves of autumn, rustling tales of an eerie old mansion perched on a hillside. The once grand estate, known as Morgan House, had fallen to decay, its windows shattered and its walls cloaked in ivy. The locals spoke of the owner, a reclusive artist named Edith Morgan, who had vanished 2 decades ago under mysterious circumstances. Some said she went mad from the haunting whispers that danced in her mind, while others believed the house itself was cursed. Feeling an insatiable curiosity, 17-year-old Nora Thompson gathered her friends, Jake, Mia, and Sam, to explore the manor for themselves, unknowingly inviting the ghosts of the past into their lives. On a crisp October evening, with nothing but flashlights and bravado, they ventured up the overgrown path flanked by gnarled trees. "Do you think we'll find any paintings?" Mia asked, her voice trembling with excitement and fear. "Who cares about paintings? I just want to see if it's really haunted," Sam shot back, a grin spreading across his face. As they pushed open the creaky front door, an unsettling chill enveloped them. Dust motes floated in the beam of their flashlights, illuminating the once elegant foyer. Deteriorating furniture littered the space, parlor chairs draped in white sheets, a cracked mirror reflecting their anxious faces. "It's just a house," Jake murmured, though he couldn't shake the sensation of being watched. They began to roam through the dimly lit rooms, discovering remnants of the artist's life. Scattered canvases painted in tumultuous strokes, half-finished sculptures draped in cobwebs. But as they explored deeper, they stumbled upon a locked door at the end of a dim hallway. The door was old and weathered, but curiosity gnawed at them. Jake, with a shrug, kicked it open, revealing a small studio, untouched by time. Inside, a chaotic collage of Edith's art lined the walls, distorted faces, shadowy figures, and wild landscapes merged into one another. In the center of the room stood an easel, a fresh canvas waiting expectantly, untouched but dense with tension. "This is incredible," Mia breathed, stepping closer to take in the details. But as she looked closer, something seemed off. The faces in the paintings appeared to be watching her. Their eyes seemed to follow her movements, each brushstroke alive with emotion that felt foreign, yet deeply unsettling. Nora knelt beside the easel, drawn by an inexplicable force. What do you think she was feeling? She wondered aloud, her fingers grazing the canvas. In response, an electric jolt rippled through her body, and an overwhelming sense of dread began to settle in her stomach. "Nora, are you okay?" Jake asked, his voice laced with concern. But she couldn't focus on him. Instead, shadows in her periphery began to dance, whispering secrets that slipped just beyond her grasp. The walls felt like they were closing in, and the vivid paintings started to blur, morphing into grotesque faces that twisted into grotesque smiles. In those moments, she felt an echo of madness seep into her mind, like a wave inviting her to dive deeper into darkness. "Nora," Mia shouted, snapping her back into the moment. The world spun as Nora sprang up, heart racing. "We need to leave," she gasped, but even as the words left her lips, the painting flickered in her mind. The colors swirled, beckoning her back. As they retreated, uneasy laughter bubbled from their midst. Sam, his grin stretching wider, seemed unnaturally captivated. "You're all just scared," he boasted, striding back toward the easel. "You're just letting some stupid stories get to you." Nora's breath caught in her throat as she watched him approach the canvas. "Sam, don't," but it was too late. The moment he touched the fabric, a wave of darkness blew through the room, extinguishing the light from their flashlights. The scream scratched its way out of Mia's throat, and panic ignited. They stumbled backward, hands grasping for contact in the stifling blackness, but the shadows came alive. Voices entwined around them, chattering in disjointed phrases. They felt the heaviness of Edith's madness crash down upon them, a symphony of despair reverberating through their minds. And then it happened. One by one, their friends vanished into the dark, swallowed whole by the house that thrived on fear and confusion. Only Nora remained, trapped in the void, the echoes of their laughter contrasting sharply with the silence that now permeated the air. Her heart raced, panic mixing with the inexplicable allure of the painting before her. She felt the urge to reach out again, to understand the creator's mind. Just as she hesitated, the ghostly figures painted on the walls lunged toward her, pulling her into the chaos. She was lost in an endless maze of memories, visions of Edith's torment flooding her with manic energy, brilliant yet heartbreaking colors enveloping her senses. Days turned into weeks as she drifted in that phantasmagoric realm, experiencing the world through the eyes of madness. Always on the brink of revelation yet bound by relentless echoes. Alone, she realized how insidious the mind could be, cocooned in thoughts stitched from fear and confusion. When, finally, the townspeople returned to investigate the abandoned manor, they found only an empty canvas, pristine and haunting, capturing the likenesses of 4 frightened teenagers forever etched into its threads. Each brushstroke pulsed with the stories they could no longer tell. And in the depths of Morgan House, the whispers rose a little louder, promising more seekers, drawn by the allure of the unknown, lured into the echoes of the mind.